like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
When Jimin stepped once again into the dazzling world of Dior, it felt as if time itself paused. The fashion world collectively held its breath, watching him simply exist, every movement deliberate yet unforced, every breath a symphony of grace. Cameras clicked like heartbeats, their flashes pulled irresistibly toward his quiet magnetism. His elegance wasn't rehearsed, it was innate, a language his body spoke fluently without effort or artifice. The calm confidence in his gestures, the serenity in his eyes, the soft yet commanding aura that trailed him through the venue, all of it reminded the world why Jimin isn't just a star. He's a phenomenon. At Dior Fashion Week 2025, Jimin didn't just attend, he reigned. Photographers leaned closer, desperate to capture even a fragment of his light. The Paris sun gleamed through his blonde hair, casting him in golden hues that seemed almost celestial. His refined style evoked admiration, his gentle smile disarmed even the most jaded lenses. Yet behind that serene exterior lay something deeper, the steady strength of someone who had been preparing, evolving, and waiting for the right moment to rise again. That moment came when, just hours after his Dior appearance, Jimin went live, unexpectedly, tenderly. It wasn't a performance. It was a reunion. His voice, soft but full of sincerity, reached through the screen like a warm embrace. He confessed how much he had missed being in front of his fans, how long it had felt since the last time he truly connected, and how every day away had been spent creating something meaningful, something worth the wait. And then came the words that would echo in the hearts of millions, "I'll be more present." Simple but powerful. A promise wrapped in gentleness. Those few words became more than reassurance, they were a vow, a beginning. Jimin wasn't just returning to the spotlight, he was inviting his fans to walk beside him into a new era. But Jimin's reappearance carried an energy that felt beautifully intertwined with another, Jungkook. Because every time Jimin shines, the world seems to remember the other half of a story written long ago. That quiet, magnetic bond, the one that has fascinated fans for years, began to stir once more. As Jimin graced Dior's stage, Jungkook appeared on TikTok, moving effortlessly to a fashion-inspired beat, his timing so perfect it felt poetic, as if one heartbeat answered another. To casual eyes, it might have looked like coincidence. But to those who have followed their journey closely, these moments connect like stars forming a constellation. Subtle, deliberate, and full of meaning. Jungkook's gestures, his song choices, his timing, each one feels like an echo of Jimin's steps, a silent message whispered across distance. I'm right here. The synchronicity between them is almost too seamless to be chance. Jimin radiates confidence and renewal, while Jungkook mirrors that same energy with quiet depth. It's as if their souls are tuned to the same frequency. One moves, the other follows. Every shared glance, every parallel post, every small hint of connection fuels the belief that what ties them together transcends friendship, collaboration, or coincidence. That's why Jikookers, their devoted fans, are overflowing with pride. Because beyond beauty and talent, what makes Jimin and Jungkook extraordinary is their authenticity. They never lost themselves to fame. They remain grounded, gracious, and grateful. Their power isn't loud, it's steady. Their light doesn't come from spotlights or luxury, but from sincerity, from the way they treat others with respect, from their humility, from their quiet drive to keep improving as if success were still something to be earned. Their elegance is not worn, it's lived. Jikook are more than idols, they're examples. Their style sets trends not because it aims to impress, but because it reflects truth. Their aura can illuminate even the darkest spaces, not through artifice, but through heart. And through it all, neither Jimin nor Jungkook has ever sacrificed integrity for attention. Their strength lies in a kind of calm assurance, a quiet understanding of self-worth. They're not defined by noise or opinion, but by the peace they carry within. Perhaps that's why their bond feels so pure. It doesn't beg to be understood, It simply is. Over the years, what began as fleeting glances and subtle gestures has evolved into something unshakable, a connection that no longer hides, but breathes freely. Their interactions no longer feel cautious, they feel natural. They live it, unfiltered. That quiet authenticity is what makes every Jikook moment real. For those who've followed them closely, every shared space tells a story. Every mirrored move feels like a whisper, "We've grown together." That growth has only deepened their connection, made it richer, stronger, and more visible than ever before. And no, it isn't imagination. It's something felt. The energy between them, the invisible harmony that hums whenever they're near each other, is unmistakable. It's the kind of chemistry that doesn't fade with distance or time, it matures. It becomes art. That's what makes Jikookers proud, not just of what they've achieved, but of what they represent. They're proof that kindness can coexist with power, that sincerity can thrive in an industry built on illusion, that connection can survive even when the world is watching. Each step they take becomes a lesson in resilience and love. Watching them grow, individually and together, is like witnessing two stars moving in perfect orbit, distinct yet inseparable. Every smile, every song, every glance is a reminder of why the world fell in love with them in the first place. And for fans, that love isn't shallow, it's soulful. To be a Jikooker is to understand that admiration can be rooted in respect, that affection can be built on inspiration. Jimin and Jungkook's discipline teaches perseverance. Their kindness teaches empathy. Their bond teaches that love, in its truest form, needs no definition. Across oceans and languages, Jikookers share one heartbeat, a desire to protect, support, and celebrate these two men who've touched countless lives. Distance doesn't matter. When Jimin smiles or Jungkook laughs, that warmth travels, uniting millions in a single moment of joy. That connection, between artist and fan, between Jimin and Jungkook, is something deeper than fame. It's something real. Because Jimin and Jungkook have proven that greatness isn't about what you possess, but what you give. They've shown that true beauty lies in sincerity, that love, no matter its form, should always be gentle, patient, and freeing. So when Jimin returned to Dior, glowing with the confidence of someone reborn, and Jungkook answered that glow in his own quiet rhythm, the world witnessed something rare, a harmony written not in words, but in gestures, in music, in silence. They remind us that authenticity will always outshine artifice. That the most powerful connections are the ones spoken softly. And somewhere between the flash of a camera and the pulse of a song, Jimin and Jungkook continue to write a story that belongs not only to them, but to everyone who believes in light, love, and truth. Because they are not just stars. They are constellations, guiding lights that teach us what it means to be real, to love deeply, and to keep shining even when no one is watching. To Jimin and Jungkook, thank you for proving that true elegance is honesty, that love can be quiet yet powerful, and that being yourself will always be the most beautiful art of all.